Are you in love and obsessed? Because you should be, and that's probably why you're having difficulties connecting with your clients online. We'll tell you more about it coming up next. Do you want to create, market, or scale your online fitness business? My name's Sean Garner, and here we give real fit pros the tips, tools, and strategies they need to succeed online. Welcome to the EntreFit Podcast. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the EntreFit Podcast. If this is your first time hanging out with us, hey, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you stick around. This adds lots of value to you. Today, I want to share with you what I believe could be a blocker for why so many of you fit pros are having difficulties with coming up with marketing content, connecting with people online, and struggling to get new clients. And I believe it is this: you're not in love. As cheesy as that may sound, you're not in love and you're not obsessed with who you are trying to attract online. We know this, and we talk about this all the time, guys, in previous episodes. In order to stand out online, you have to be known for something. You have to be going after a specific target market. As fit pros, we're so super passionate, which we should be, about helping everybody. You've got the skills, gifts, and abilities, and the actual tactical ability as a trainer to serve and work with a wide variety of clients. But it doesn't mean you should market to a wide variety of clients. So I think that there's enough people that preach that and talk that to where it is kind of makes sense for most people. But what I see then happen is fit pros don't actually dig in and do the work to find out who they should be serving and who they are called to serve. And instead, they just kind of pick something that they think makes sense or will make them money. I very firmly believe there are people out there that you are called to serve and others not so much. And kind of a big mistake that I'm seeing more and more prevalent, because I'm actually even seeing people advertise how to do this as far as like marketing help and everything, is which niches you should be focusing in for online coaching and stuff like that. And it's almost forcing people to pick a niche based upon what they think is going to make them the most amount of money quicker than who they actually care about serving. And I'm going to tell you guys this, I don't want to see you, and by you, I mean fit pros, take the problems that you have with your in-person business and just translate them online. One of the big problems and issues that we see is burnout. Well, hey, guess what? If you're going to work every day online, showing up, working with people that you're not super passionate about, you're still going to get burned out. Even if you have more time freedom, you're still going to hate logging in and checking on clients if they're not people you're obsessed about. You should be 100% in love and obsessed with your dream clients, the people that you're called to serve and that you are working to attract to your online coaching business. If not, you're just going to end up getting frustrated. It's going to seem like it's never working out. There's always going to be some type of tension and friction, and it's going to make life really difficult for you. So what I want to do is share with you two things that I always tell people to start the process of who they should be working with, and then also kind of explain why that's holding you back and why you may be having struggles as far as coming up with content ideas and knowing what types of things you should post, what should your messaging say, what should your offer be. And so the first two things as far as helping you to kind of formulate who you should be working with is ask yourself now, who is your favorite client that you work with currently or have worked with in the past? What was it about that person that lit you up, inspired you? If you trained that person all day, it wouldn't even feel like work. And then once you know that about that person, what made them so special? Don't think so much about the demographics about them, like, their age, their sex, what city they were in, how much money they made. Don't think about that quite yet. Instead, think about their character traits. What made you so attracted to that person? Like, what made you excited about working with them? What are the things that you would talk about during their sessions? What was their attitude like coming into the session? What were results were they seeing as you guys were working together? Think about those things, and that will really help to start formulating who you should be working with. The second question is, what problem do you really enjoy solving for your clients? So if you have a client that comes to you with X goal, What goal is it that fires you up? And because you know you're going to crush it with them. You're like, man, yes, every time somebody comes to me and they're trying to lose their first 10 pounds or their last 10 pounds, or man, they're brand new to working out, or maybe they were former athletes. Like, what type of goal is it that people are looking for that when you hear it, it just fires you up and pumps you up because you know you crush it with those types of clients? Because if you love who you're working with and then you also are really good at what you do and getting that result for people, man, it's super easy to keep showing up for work. And that's what I use to kind of help the brainstorming session for people, guys, because it's going to be different for everybody. So after you've gone through that, that will really help you to kind of identify who you should be working with and trying to attract online. Why I am seeing so many FitPros struggle with this aspect is because they don't take this part seriously enough, or they go after ones, or they kind of force fit things that they think will just make them a lot of money, or, oh, well, I mean, it just makes sense. I've kind of worked with this type of person before, so I'll go work with them. No, it shouldn't be like this, guys. If you want to have sustainability in this, especially in the online space, you have to be obsessed and in love with who you're called to serve. So me, for example, whenever I was doing online training, it was Project Dad Bod. I knew everything about my target audience and who I was trying to attract. I knew what cheesy dad jokes they liked. I knew what their goals were. I knew what they liked, what they didn't like. Think about it just like I relate it to so much to my spouse. There's certain things I can say to her, man, that's just going to make her super happy. I know what her love language is. And at the same time, I know certain things I can say I can really piss her off. So I don't say those things. But I know her because I am in love with her. I'm obsessed with my wife. That's how you should be with your target client, your dream clients, this target market that you're going after. You should know them so well that you know the words that that attract them. You know the things that they're searching for online. And why people struggle with this is because they don't actually take the time to date and fall in love with and ultimately become obsessed with your target market. Guys, when you're obsessed with your target market and your dream clients, you dig in to find other ways to serve them. When you're obsessed with them, you know what their love language is. When you're obsessed with them, you know when where they're spending their time at online. When you're obsessed with them, all of these struggles that you're having with trying to market, what content should I post, what words should I use, where should I be spending my time? When you're truly obsessed with them and in love with them, that is when all this stuff gets easy. So how do you fall in love with your clients? Well, one is you got to actually be honest and be going after the right people. So like I said, those two questions I told you earlier are really good for helping you to kind of formulate that process. But the second thing, and honestly the most important thing, is you just got to spend time with them. The more time that you spend with these dream clients, you're really going to start to learn more about them, and hopefully it ignites that passion, and you'll know inside if this is really what you want to be doing. What I always coach clients with is whenever you're first starting out, you need to at least be heading in a direction for the type of person you want to be working with for your dream client that you're trying to build. But at the same time, whenever your business is new and young, you're not locking into anything. And even at the end of the day, this is your business. You can pivot at any time, but that's one of the most important things is you got to be able to realize at any time you can and should pivot. If you're going through and you are realizing that you are not in love with your dream clients and that work is feeling like work, and you're not excited to show up for these people every day that you feel called to serve, man, it's time to pivot. Because if not, like I said, you're just going to end up creating those same issues, problems, and tensions that you have with your in-person business and just bring them online. So that's what I'd encourage you guys to do is really take some time to reflect. If you are struggling with marketing, finding your messaging, connecting with people online, it's probably because you actually haven't taken the time to walk through the process of finding out who you should be marketing to. Who do you feel called to serve? This can be overwhelming for so many people, but to me, honestly, it should be fun and kind of seem natural and easy. Because if you are not excited about what you do, guys, you're not going to have any type of sustainability in this thing. So I guess I'll give you this last quick bonus tip, because this is typically what always ends up happening. Your dream clients and the people that you get most excited about working with and serving are typically a variation of yourself. So me, for example, with Project Dad Bod, I was working with dads that had lost their fitness. They were tired, they lacked energy, and they just wanted to look better naked for their wife and have energy to spend with their kids. I was a gym owner, but that was still me. Like I was spending so much time growing my business. I let my own personal fitness fail, and I was working inside of a gym that I owned. And then on top of that, like I just wanted to look better for my wife and have more energy for my kids. I wasn't interested in doing some fitness competition or getting on stage or anything like that. I just wanted to look good for my wife and have more energy to play with my kids at the end of the day. And so because of that, that was a variation of me. So it was super easy to speak to those people. Whenever I had started EntreFit here, our fitness business coaching company, it was the exact same thing. Who I'm attracted to are variations of myself, real fitness professionals, people that are dedicated to this industry. They get incredible results for people in person. But man, this online marketing, online business side, it just seems so foreign and confusing to them. And they just need a plan to follow because they got the X's and O's process of getting results for people, but they just need to learn how to do it so they can create, market, and scale online. That's why it's so easy. Like all of my clients that work with me, they once they work with me, they realize this, but like, man, it just felt like you were speaking directly to me on that podcast, that YouTube episode, or on our sales call. Like I felt like you just knew me and connected with me. It's because I do. Like all my clients are more similar than not, and it's because they're variations of myself. Like that's why it makes it easy, and that's why I love showing up and doing what I do. When you're obsessed and in love with your clients, man, work gets easy. So hope this episode adds value to you guys. If so, man, please do me a huge favor. Share this with a FitPro friend. Subscribe down below. And if you are a real FitPro that is looking to create, market, or scale your online business or use online to leverage and scale your in-person business, I would love the opportunity to talk to you. Shoot me a text. It's 833-445-1348. Again, it's 833-445-1348. If you are looking for, in my opinion, the best business coach, best fitness business coach for you, man, I would love the opportunity to connect with you. And if it's not the right fit for me, I'm going to be sure to get you guys everything that you need to keep marching forward and growing your online business, because I believe if you're listening to this, you are a real FitPro and you are called to serve people. What better way to serve than leveraging online so we can reach and impact more people? So love you guys. Thanks so much. Now you go be in love with your clients and have an awesome day.